Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's another Mecca Media Morning Show. And once again, I'm outside of the building. Speaking about the building, I'm at House 330, Akron, Ohio. We call it Blackwood, Ohio, on Market Street. We're about to go in and talk to the grand, incredible, the power team when it comes to Kwanzaa. They got a brand new book that they published this year. And we're gonna go in and see what's going on with the power couple. I call them the Kwanzaatic power couple. Y'all better feel me, y'all.
Welcome. We hope that you're having a great Kwanzaa holiday season. My name is Ebony Abina Hill.
And I'm Kwa Jair Ma'at Hill.
And we represent Hilltastic Coaching and
the Kanuni tribe.
So we're here to talk about a little bit about Kwanzaa, what it is, why is it important, and why we all need to be celebrating Kwanzaa. So we celebrate Kwanzaa to practice the Nguzo Saba principles.
So we believe that the Nguzo Saba principles are a blueprint in order to build our village.
Yes.
It's often said it takes a village to raise a child, but we assume the village is already there.
Yeah.
We got to understand that we got to build the village. There's certain elements in order to build the village. And we believe that Nguzo Saba is the blueprint in order to build.
So many people have heard about the Nguzo Saba. Many people have heard about the 7 principles of Kwanzaa, right? Those 7 principles are Umoja, which means unity. Kujichagulia, self-determination. Ujima, collective work and responsibility.
Ujima, cooperative economics. Nia, purpose. Kaumba, creativity. And Imani, faith.
So when we talk about a blueprint for our community, these principles are already in place, right? We know about them. We come together during this week of Kwanzaa to celebrate them. But what about the rest of the year? We need to make sure that we are the change we want to see in our community, right? We also believe that if it's to be, it's up to we. It's up to we. And that means you too. That means we all have a role to play. When we look around our community, none of us are satisfied, but we want to be a part of the movement to bring back pride and dignity in our community.
So why principles? Principles govern relationships.
Absolutely.
If there is no principles in place, then you do whatever is in your best interest.
That's right.
This is why we don't have healthy relationships.
That's right.
Everybody's doing in their own self-interest, and eventually you have bad relationships. So in order to have a healthy society, in order to have a healthy family, community, or culture, it all begins with principles.
Yes.
Because principles govern relationships.
And if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So we know that we need to wrap around these principles and actually implement them, actually apply them, not just talk about them, not just recite them, but live them out. We have to be the change. We have to show our young people which way to go. They're looking to us to help guide them. They're looking to us to help shape the community. So we need to get in position, y'all. It's up to us, right? So when we talk about our culture, it's a way of life. It's just not something we talk about. What we say, you gotta be about it too.
Right, so it's our culture that give us the vital. See, when you go to a doctor, he checks your vital signs to see there has life.
Yeah.
So we don't have life because we're not in our culture. That means we live in somebody else's life.
Absolutely.
And once you have a vital sign, that means you move to a certain way, which we call vibration.
Yes.
So now it's vital with some vibration.
Yes.
And once you have the vibration, you have what's valuable to you. Once you have what's valuable to you, you have the correct view. You're not viewing somebody else's history or story.
That's
You're
right.
viewing your own.
Your own.
And once you have that view, now your voice come out of your view.
Yes.
And once you have that voice, now you can have the virtues of a good person that leads you to victory.
Come on.
So we believe our culture, our way of life, you gotta have the vital signs, gotta have the vibration, you gotta have value, you gotta have a view, you gotta then have the voice of the virtues, then you can have victory in your life.
That's right.
We're losing because we don't have our own culture.
And at the end of the day, everybody's searching for a hero. Everybody loves that person that they can look up to. Everybody loves that person that they can aspire to be the person that's going to inspire them to do more, right? Everybody wants that. But it's time for us to be our own heroes. It's time for us to connect back to the heroes and sheroes, the shoulders that we stand on. But we need to be that person, right? We need to be that person that other people can look up to.
And quickly, all a hero is he who rises to the occasion of knowing who he is. Because without the knowledge of self, you begin to fall down. So we're in a fallen state because we don't rise up like the hero and shero that we are ordained to be.
That's right. It's time to stop playing it small, y'all. It's time for us to be who we're supposed to be. So what we did, we used our kaumba, our creativity, and we created this book, celebrating Kwanzaa and then Nguzo Saba all throughout the year. Because why? It's more than just the last week in December, y'all. It's time for us to get together with our young people to have the conversations. So, for example, each month we have a principle, we have some cultural information. We also have a hero, a monthly cultural hero, and we tie that hero to the principle. So, for example, for Ujamaa, which is cooperative economics, we talk about the Wakanda arms. Y'all know we love the Wakanda arms. Show them, baby, the Wakanda. Everybody
Wakanda forever.
Loves the Wakanda arms, but you know there's a meaning behind the Wakanda arms. And it ties right into that principle of togetherness and using our money together.
Yes.
We've heard it said, and it's been reported, that the black dollar stays in our community for 6 hours. 6 hours. That's a problem, y'all. When we talk about building our communities, how can we build if we don't know how to spend our money with us, right?
Come on.
So we talk about our first black female millionaire, Madam C.J. Walker, right? We talk about Madam C.J. Walker and we connect her to the principle of Ujamaa. We also have a reflective weekly practice for you where you go each week of the month and the first week of the month is how does I as self, we as individuals, how do we improve and connect it back to Ujamaa? Then we go to family. How does family connect to Ujamaa? How does the community connect to Ujamaa? How does the culture connect to Ujamaa? So we have this practice to keep the conversation going. Our truest prayer is that this book will be a seed, right? This book will be a seed that you use to gather around with your family, your children, your grandchildren, your small groups, sports groups, athletes, whoever, right? Your book club, your coffee club, that you get together and you talk about these principles, you talk about these heroes and sheroes and how you can learn from them, how you can apply these different principles to your life.
So we believe because our book is a blueprint.
Yes.
Why a blueprint? Why is that so important? Because a blueprint is a plan. See, often as a team is together, each of us achieves more. We are trying to achieve individual success, but really success is a group effort.
It is.
So we're not trying to play no longer a single team sport. We need to play the team of the race.
Yeah.
And the race is first, it is the human race. Before you can have the human race, you got to get your own race together.
That's right.
So we can understand we're not against anybody else. We're first for ourselves.
Yeah.
Because just because you're being pro-black, that means you're anti anything else.
That's right. And so listen, you can find our book on our website, hilltastic.coaching.com, HILLTASTIC coaching.com. So check us out. We pray that our book is a seed that will bear much fruit in our community. We created this book because it was our turn to do our thing. We're passing it forward. We want this to bless many generations, not just the lifetime that we live in, not just the generations that we'll see, but even the ones we won't see.
So where Kwanzaa is not just a holiday, it is a reminder of our collective responsibility to build a better future for ourselves and our community and the next generation so we can live more for a legacy and not just in luxury.
The Reporter newspaper serving Akron, Ohio and surrounding communities for over 50 years. Understanding the voices of our unique experiences and realities is paramount to community development. With the Reporter newspaper and the reporternewspaperonline.com, it is our mission to tell our stories to our communities in the way we understand. With that being said, This is the time to get your yearly subscription delivered to your door at an affordable rate. To get your subscription, please call them at 330-535-7061. The Reporter newspaper, serving our community for over 50 years.